Imagine walking through a deserted lane at night. It's cold, it's dark. A voice cuts through the silence, measured, deliberate, almost too calm. Each word lands like a footstep behind you. A pause that stretches. Then a whisper coils close to your ear, so close that you are tempted to look over your shoulder. But then you need to keep your eyes on the tomatoes that you're chopping for pasta sauce. That is an audiobook for you. They turn traffic jams into thrill rides, dishwashing into drama, and folding laundry into an adventure. It's not reading, it's not radio, it's a pocket sized theatre performance delivered straight into your ears. Today, I'll tell you about my own experiences with audiobooks, and I recommend that you stay with me till the end, whether you're a fan of audiobooks or not. Because not only will I tell you how many types there are, where to find them, which websites or apps to use for listening to them, but also how to use the apps to get maximum bang for your buck. Let's switch on the reading lamp. Hello, I'm Asaveri, and on this channel, I review books and talk about reading in general. Let's start with the basics of audiobooks. Audiobooks are recorded versions of books that you can listen to. Instead of you moving your eyes across the words on a page to read a book, you have a narrator, sometimes the author, more times a professional voice artist who reads the text aloud for you, the way we had someone read aloud storybooks to us as little kids, but way more professionally. Depending on the reading style, audiobooks can be divided into four types: unvoiced, partially voiced, fully voiced, or multi voiced. Unvoiced does not mean that nobody's saying anything. In the unvoiced style, the book is read in a natural voice with no vocal changes for different characters. It's the plain vanilla version where the narration is clean, straightforward, and focused on the words. This style is generally suited for non fiction books. In the partially voiced style, one or two main characters are individualized through vocal changes, while the rest of the characters and the narrator are voiced in a simple, plain style. In the fully voiced style, the personalities of almost all the characters are distinguishable through vocal dramatization that is maintained throughout the production, but by one reader alone. This is the way in which that very talented aunt or uncle would read out a story to us. We would sit around and listen all googly eyed as they turned the story into a full drama. Again, this is the work of a single narrator. The last category, the multi voiced style, involves a complete cast of individual readers, each responsible for just one or very few characters. This is often like a fully immersive theater production with music and sound effects. It's almost like a movie without the visuals. Many a time in such audiobooks, cues like he said, she exclaimed, etc., are skipped from the book. You can call this an audio drama. You can discover what you like by exploring all the different options which are available to you. Just like we all have our favorite genres of books, you can find your favorite style of audiobooks. I like the two extreme styles. For my non-fiction books, I prefer the unvoiced style, which is the plain vanilla reading one. I find it the least distracting, and that's usually what I listen to when I'm on my morning walk or while commuting. I think that's more because those are situations where you are free to listen to something, but you need to be alert to your surroundings. The multi voiced audio drama version is something I listen to while I'm doing the laundry, loading the dishwasher, or dusting, mopping, or ironing my clothes. It takes the monotony out of the chores. And because I'm in my own house, I feel it's safe to allow the drama in the audiobook to distract me. In fact, the distraction is welcome because the job at hand is repetitive and completely boring. That is actually how I got hooked onto audiobooks. During the pandemic, there was so much physical work to do, which took a lot of time, and you couldn't watch a screen while doing those chores. Enter audiobooks, and I even earned a lot of reading badges on Audible during those days. Which brings me to where you can find audiobooks. Let me tell you about the two mobile apps that I use: Audible and Storytel. Both have a vast collection of audiobooks of all genres. Each also has podcasts and audio dramas exclusive to that app alone. In my experience, Audible's collection of English books is superior to Storytel's, while Storytel's collection of regional language books is better and more extensive than Audible's. I mostly use Storytel to listen to Marathi books. Both apps allow you to listen to 5-minute audio samples of every available book. That's the equivalent of browsing through a book in your local bookstore. This is very important because it gives you an idea about the accent, the style, the quality of the narration, and gives you a chance to check whether you like the sound of the book and to decide whether this is something you would enjoy listening to for 10 or more hours. Both apps are subscription based, where you pay a monthly fee for accessing the audiobooks. Both are at par in terms of the subscription fee, as they both charge about 200 rupees per month, which is a reasonable amount in my opinion. What is different is that on Audible, you have to buy each book that you want to listen to. So, besides the subscription cost, you have to pay extra for the book. But the book is yours for the lifetime. Even if you discontinue your Audible subscription, you get to keep the book and you can listen to it all your life. On the other hand, Storytel is like an audio library where you just pay a monthly fee and you can borrow as many audiobooks as you want at a time and listen to them whenever you want as long as the subscription is valid. When you close the subscription, you lose access to the books. They're gone. Now, I'll tell you how to make the most of your subscriptions. First of all, always listen to the complete sample before you buy the book. Secondly, Audible gives you one free credit per month, which you can use to buy any audiobook. What I do is I put books on my Audible wish list, and then every month I use the free credit to buy the most expensive book on my wish list. See, I'm smart that way. So I've often bought books that cost 2000 rupees with a credit that cost me a monthly fee of 200 rupees. Not a bad deal at all. Third, I always look for the book on Storytel first. If I find it there, obviously I borrow it and listen to it. If it's not available on Storytel, then I look for it on Audible. That way, I only pay for audiobooks which I cannot just borrow for listening. Now, I subscribe to both. So let's say I pay around 400 rupees for my audiobook subscriptions per month. I get one free book on Audible in that. I get my Marathi books for free on Storytel. And usually, I can also find a few English books on Storytel that I'm interested in. Most months, I spend less than an extra 1000 or 1200 rupees on buying audiobooks. So, at a maximum, I spend 1500 rupees per month on audiobooks. But the advantages are many. First and foremost, I save a lot of time because I'm listening to a book while I also get some boring chores out of the way. So, if you're a multitasker, this should be right up your alley. And if you're not a multitasker, this is the easiest way to become one. Second, it helps a lot when my eyes are too tired to read a book or when my book light is too irritating for my husband. My favorite thing to do at bedtime is to listen to an audiobook before drifting off to sleep. You can also find a few good meditations or mindfulness audios on these apps, which help with sleep and relaxation. Third, you do not need any fancy equipment to listen to audiobooks. All you need is your smartphone, which most of us already have, and a good pair of headphones. Now, when I listen to audiobooks on my morning walks or while commuting, I specifically use bone conduction headphones. The ones I use are a bit expensive, but I've been using them for almost 10 years. This is my second pair, and I love them. Their advantage is that they curve over your ear and sit in front of it. So your ears stay open and you're always aware of your surroundings. You can hear it if a vehicle or a person is coming up on you from behind. You can even wear your glasses with them. They are very comfortable to wear even for long hours. Of course, there's no question of noise cancellation because the point is to be aware of the noises around you. I will drop a link to these earphones in the description and in the first pinned comment if you want to check them out. It's an affiliate link, but this is not a paid promotion. I'm recommending them because they are really good. I will also drop a link to Audible and Storytel websites for you to look at. Both usually have a free trial membership option, which you can use to discover if you like listening to audiobooks. I should mention that there is a popular website, LibriVox.com, where you can listen to and download audiobooks without any subscription. It's legal and completely free, but I won't recommend it because I don't use it. The reason is that it's legally free because these are books that are out of copyright restrictions, which means they are the classics or really old publications. Of course, those have their own charm, but my point is that you will not find any new or popular audiobooks like Harry Potter or authors like John Grisham on this website. Secondly, the books are read by volunteers. Some of them are good, but I don't think the quality comes close to what you would get from a professionally narrated audiobook. You can always look it up if you're interested, LibriVox.com, but it's not my cup of tea. You may also have heard of torrent sites from where you can download free audiobooks, but those are not only illegal, they are also risky because of other undesirable files that get downloaded onto your computer along with the book. I never take that risk and I would never recommend anyone else to do so, even if they're for free. There's always a price to pay when something that should cost money is made available for free. There is no free lunch in this world, remember? Now I think I've gone on long enough. I'll do a separate video on my favorite audiobooks and recommendations and other related points that I may have missed in this episode. Drop me a comment below about what else you would like me to talk about. Let's wrap it up for now with a quick 3-point recap. 1. Audiobook styles can range from a simple reading to a full blown audio drama and everything in between. Explore and find your own favorite style. 2. Audiobooks may feel weird at first if you've never listened to one before, but they can be a great way to save time and eye strain and get your reading done. 3. If you are going to explore audiobooks for the first time, I recommend that you make use of the trial memberships which are offered by Audible and Storytel rather than looking at free websites. It won't cost you anything, and you can fully experience what a good professionally narrated audiobook sounds like. If you liked this special episode, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and share with your friends and family. Until the next time, have fun under the reading lamp. Switch on, read on.